Hi everyone, my name is Shannon Elliott and I am Miss Shook's stepsister and I am Braden Elliott's sister and I am also the sister who made the website that was talked about in the presentation about Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy that 3 of your classmates did. And I just wanted to make a little video and send it to Miss Shook so you guys could know who I was and know a little bit more about the disease and what it all entails and how it affects a family when someone in their family is diagnosed with this disease. So, for the 3 people who decided to do their presentation over this, I just want to say thank you, and I think you guys did an awesome job. I don't know if you know this or not, but Ms. Shook did record you guys during your presentation, and she sent it to me today, and I listened to it multiple times because I just think you guys did an amazing job. You knew all of the big facts about the disease, and you were really knowledgeable about what the disease actually is and how someone gets it, which I think is great because a lot of people don't understand this disease because it is so rare. Like you guys said, it doesn't affect that many people in the United States. And again, there is no cure yet, so a lot of people don't really know much about the disease because there's nothing really to know besides that it does affect people and it does legally make people blind and visually impaired. So a little bit about my brother Brandon. He was 25 years old when he went blind. He woke up one day and, thought that maybe his contacts wasn't doing the right thing that they should be doing and allowing him to see how they should be allowing him to see, so he, made a note of it, and he actually came to Indiana from Kentucky. He drove himself up here to come visit me, and that's when it really hit him, and that's when he finally told someone about it, and of course that person was me, so I took the initiative of telling him that he needed to go to the eye doctor and, get some answers about what's going on. It's probably just a simple prescription change and everything will be well. Well, little did we know that it wasn't that simple, and after numerous tests and numerous days of waiting, almost about 2 months of waiting, it finally came back and we got that phone call that he did indeed have Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy, which again is a form of vision loss that does not hurt someone. It doesn't hurt for them to lose their vision. It's just a slow, steady pace when someone actually loses their vision. It takes a while for it to actually happen, but every day you are losing a little bit more vision than you did the previous day. So for Brandon, it was about 6 months in between his left eye and his right eye. Today he has no central vision. A lot of people don't really understand what that means, and the best way I can describe it, and I've asked him numerous times to kind of describe it to me because, again, I don't know, I don't have the disease, he does, I can't see in his eyes, and neither can you, but he kind of said, imagine a donut hole, and the little hole in the middle is what he can't see. So when he's looking at you, he can see your hair, and he can see the outline of your face, but he can't see your face. So when he looks at our family, he can see, the outlined images of who we are, but he really can't tell who is who without, further help of maybe our voices or us guiding him to kind of let him know who we are. So as you can imagine, it impacts a family tremendously. And it's very hard to deal with at first. It's very sad. For me, it was my brother, my best friend, who went blind, and I just had to keep telling myself that God has a plan, and He gave it to one of the strongest individuals I know. He went from playing Division I baseball to being on cloud 9 to losing his vision and not knowing what to do. This disease has caused him to not be able to drive a car. He can't go anywhere by himself. Obviously, he needs a mode of transportation to do anything, so he has to rely on other individuals to do anything that he needs. If he needs to go get medicine at the store, he has to have someone take him. If he needs to go to the airport to try and get on a flight to come home, someone has to be there with him. So it did take a little of adjustment for him. He did go through his hard days, and so did our family. I mean, it's really hard watching someone you love and watching one of your siblings go from being able to see your face to not being able to see your face. But enough about that. I had the opportunity again to watch your video from your classmates who did their presentation, and I just wanted to touch up on a little bit of what was said and the questions that were asked at the end. So if I remember correctly, one kid had asked if Brandon can still play sports. Unfortunately, he cannot. But I guess I shouldn't say that. He can, and he can to an extent. He still goes out and plays catch with his stepson, or his soon-to-be stepson, Bentley, but it's not the normal, let's go play catch. It does have to be with a ball that's made of softer material, just so if it comes back fast at Brandon and he gets hit, he doesn't get hurt because he doesn't have that initial reaction time anymore that he once had. He loves to golf. He just needs someone to go with him to tell him if he needs to hit it straight, to the left, to the right, also to guide him in what club he should use. And he also loves to bowl. Again, he just needs someone to go with him and take him up to the line and put him in the middle. And from that point forward, he does his thing. And surprisingly, he's very good. He bowls with two hands now. But so to answer your question, yes, he can still play sports, but it's sports that are modified to his level of being visually impaired. There was also a student who asked, or kind of was confused about it being hereditary, and I just wanted to touch up a little bit on that. So your classmates did present it to you correctly. It is hereditary, and it gets passed down from the mother's genes. So a mother will pass it to all of her children, but since Brandon is a male, he won't pass it down to his kids. So it has to go through the mother's genes. So with that being said, I potentially one day can wake up and start losing my vision, but it's not a guarantee. It's not, I don't know if it will happen or when it will happen. There's not really any answers to it right now because they don't have a cure for it, so they don't really understand the process of how it happens and how it can be avoided. But if Brandon has kids one day, he won't pass it down to his children. As for myself, that's something that I would pass down for my children because I do carry the female side of the genes. So again, I just wanted to reach out to y'all and say hello. For those of you who didn't get a bracelet, like your classmates did who did their presentation, I would be more than happy to send some to Miss Shook if you all are interested. Just have her, just let her know and then she'll let me know. But just know that it's going to take some time because I do live in Texas, which is not that close to Indiana. So that's all I have for you now. If you have any questions, tell Miss Shook and I can give her a response and she can let you know. But I just, again, wanted to say thank you and introduce myself, and hopefully sometime soon I can come introduce myself in person to y'all and answer any more further questions that you have. So I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're learning lots in school, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.